still increasing the
62.
number.
63. Tuan Johar, I
Yeah.
sent you a query from Shell. Syamimi hantar saya tadi. Syamimi, betul Syamimi? Syamimi tak ada.
Ada.
Tuan, if you can encapsulate that in the introduction, satu kali hantar tuan.
Yep.
Ya, the COP semua ditanya kan?
Betul.
Dia from Shell tuan. Ha?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we wait for another 2 minutes. We let the people enter our webinar session. We will start exactly 10:05 to make sure that all the participants will be joining our session.
So nanti kalau nak share nanti just Okay. Later, Mr. Sugu, you enable me to share the screen, yeah?
Yeah, you 3 hours
Satu kursi boleh sekejap tak?
You can do whatever you want, no problem.
Actually,
You can share.
I cannot share actually.
You want to share, is it?
I cannot share because host disable participant screen.
Oh, I see.
Sharing. Yep.
Syamimi, can you check the line, please? Let Tuan Johar share his slide. Can you test now, Tuan Johar? Can you test? Can you see the screen now?
Still disabled.
Syamimi, please. Syamimi, can you enable the sharing part for Tuan Johar?
Tuan Johar.
Yep.
There is a question on RGL. If kalau boleh in the introduction, you kata RGL Singapore is nothing to do with your department, Tuan. First question.
I have to be Director General of Immigration to answer all the questions.
Tuan, now you see RGL dah ada. Tuan cakap RGL semua jangan tanya saya. Okay, I'm ready.
Syamimi, can you share the slide, Tuan Johar?
Still disabled.
Disabled.
Yep.
Syamimi. Can Tuan Johar share the slide, Syamimi?
Boleh. Ya.
Boleh. Kan, Tuan Johar, please check again.
Tak boleh. Host disabled.
Check Syamimi. Dia kata disable. Can you check? Syamimi, can you disable the line? Syamimi, can you check?
Yeah. Okay now.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see how.
Okay.
So just show the slide first, Tuan Johar.
Sini dia. Ini dia tak.
Okay, right.
Oh, sorry. I buat kat sini pula.
Is it okay, Tuan Johar?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, let's do it last night.
Okay, right.
So now kita exit dulu. Oh bukan, kita tak perlu exit ni.
Participation 87.
Are you ready, Tuan Johar? Is it okay?
Okay, so later you share. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try first and then okay.
Okay, good. We can see. Go for slideshow first. Okay, right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You can open that, no problem, because we will start the session.
Okay. Right.
The first slide there. Then after that, we hand over to you. You can start the session. Okay, very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our PLWS webinar session 2020 with the title of Managing the Expatriates Policy and Issues. We have two distinguished guests today. One is our moderator, Mr. Selva, and also we have Tuan Johar bin Julasbi, Director of Expatriate Service Immigration Department of Malaysia. So it's very, very important to want to know about the expatriate policy issue. We have a very knowledgeable and important person from Immigration Department. Before we hand over to him, I think I would like to introduce our moderator today, Mr. Selva. Okay, Mr. Selva has 25 years of experience with the Malaysian Immigration Department. He joined the civil service as immigration officer in 1989 and retired from the service as the head of international affairs. Sole proprietor of Mrs. C.R. Selva, advocate and solicitors handling human trafficking, SOSMA, labor industrial court matters, civil and criminal, especially immigration related cases and consultation. During his years with the Enforcement Division of the Immigration Department, Mr. Selva dealt with a wide range of immigration issues involving local foreign employers, including possession of fraudulent passes and visas, internal travel documents and passport, and he was an Immigration Department prosecutor for 18 years. As the country negotiator in the Free Trade Agreement on movement of natural person in collaboration with the Ministry of Trade Industry, Mr. Selva has experience working with multitude of foreign bodies, both government and private. Holds certificate and diploma in public relations, admitted to Malaysian Bar Council in the Malaysian Bar in 2006, completed a master's in law and currently doing his PhD in human trafficking in law. In his spare time, Mr. Selva conducts training on immigration law for various state and federal authorities. He is also a qualified document examiner. Upon early retirement, Mr. Selva was retained by the Talent Corporation in the early stage of its operation. He is a committee member of Migrant Refugees, Immigration of Malaysian Bar, consultant on immigration issue for Malaysia Protective Corporation, MITI, and Independent Committee for Foreign Workers Management, Ministry of Human Resources. Ladies and gentlemen, with a very brief introduction to our moderator, Mr. Selva, I would like to hand over this session to Mr. Selva. Hand over to you, Mr. Selva.
Thank you, Mr. Sugu. Thank you, Mrs. Gu, for the very humble and generous introduction about myself. I'm humbled. And without further ado, let me introduce our distinguished speaker for the day. Before I start, please join me in welcoming Tuan Johar, who's currently the Director of Expatriate Division Immigration Malaysia. He started his career in MINDEF since 2013 till 2016, and the interim, he also involved in Civilian Protection Component International Monitoring Team, Mindanao, Philippines. I think Tuan Johar has got a vast experience, not only in managing foreigners, but also in matter of national security. I think without further ado, let me welcome Tuan Johar to give his brief introduction about Expatriate Services Divisions. And before we start, my humble request from the participants are, if there is a question asked by another participant, can we please avoid asking the repeated question so that we can fully utilize Tuan Johar's expertise to tap as much knowledge as possible with information with current issues of pandemic COVID-19. Tuan Johar, the floor is yours, Tuan Johar. Now we have about 104 participants. It's a very good response. And Tuan Johar, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Silva. Thank you, Mr. Sugu. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings from Expatriate Services Division, Immigration Department of Malaysia. I'm Johar Julasbi, as mentioned by Mr. Silva just now, a bit of my background. I start my service in 2003. Almost more than half of my service with Ministry of Defense. This is my 4th year with Immigration Department. I'm very glad today to spend maybe these 2 hours with all of you to share my experience, to share my knowledge about managing expatriate in Malaysia, especially that I think 104 participants is a big crowd. I believe will be a lot of question regarding expatriate, especially during this pandemic time. Thank you to MPC, our organizer, for webinar today. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about expatriate, actually we're talking about high level of people, high level of foreign expert who working and contributing in the field that we don't have local to work for. Yeah, actually this is about industry, this is about economy, and it's about transferring expertise and technology to our country. It's about investment, it's about money. Yeah, so hopefully in the end of this webinar, I able to make everything clear as much as I could to all of you, and you can understand and help your company, help your organization to manage your expatriate, means helping the economy of Malaysia to back to the original, or maybe it's better than before. I prepare a bit of short presentation, maybe just to stimulate your mind about what happening around about the expatriate, yeah, especially this in the pandemic time. All right. So I call it as a discussion, not a presentation, because I just want to share, yeah, some of the main issue in expatriate right now. Yeah, so it's a bit background and challenges of expatriate. Yeah, managing expatriate during pandemic, revise of expatriate category, yeah, by Home Ministry, MyFutureJob. This is the thing that I believe you guys are very interested. Foreign workers recalibration, and some of just I want to make a clarification about the territory between ESD, Talent Corp, MIDA, MBEC, and maybe the other agency that you know. Yeah, right. Actually, if we talk about the background of expatriate in Malaysia, British, yeah, they brought in, yeah, expatriate in 1,800, yeah, when we found a team in rubber estate in Malaysia. Yeah, we brought in the Chinese, our friend from India, to work in rubber estate and tin in Malaysia, and also the British. Yeah, the British especially as a manager in rubber estate, Guthrie, Sime Darby. It's a lot of small rubber estate, and also in the team, yeah, in tin mines. Expatriate defined as a person who live outside the native country with a specific time, yeah, in the specific time, yeah. It's different with the immigrant, yeah. They actually expatriate is an immigrant, but within the specific time, yeah, by the contract. These people are contributing an expert, yeah, an expertise that we don't have, like what we have right now in Malaysia. in IT, in manufacturing, or some of the field that our people is not expert. Yeah. Generally, we have about fluctuate. Yeah? 130,000 expatriates in Malaysia, working in Malaysia. 30% of them it's in digital and ICT sector. Yeah, right. So just to share with you how successful expatriate is measured. How we measure this expatriate. Me as a Malaysian, what I want from them. Yeah. You as the owner of the company, what do you want from them? Okay, there's a lot of measurement, but I believe the most important is the transfer of expertise and transfer of technology within a time, within the period they're in Malaysia. Yeah, especially for the specific post. Yeah, um, I'm 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 not talking about the CEO, CFO, COO, or all the C-suite. Yeah, but we're talking about the expert like let's say in the how to handle a machine, how to handle one machine. Yeah, they can transfer, they can let the Malaysian to take care of the machine after 2-3 years, something like that, right? This is some of the challenges I believe I believe we can see in expatriate in Malaysia. Yeah, of course the language differences. This is general. I just give you a general for just to share cultural adjustment. Yeah, um, uh, different country is different culture. Yeah, we in Malaysia totally is different with the European people, with the American, or with the Japanese or Korean is different. There is like you can do there, but you cannot do here. Yeah. I don't want to go detail on that because I believe we understand. Yeah. Schools of the children, the spouse program, what their spouse going to do in Malaysia, and the other things that totally related to immigration is about visa and pass scam. Yeah. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, until today, Malaysian borders still closed for foreign citizens. Yeah. The foreigner only can enter Malaysia with permission by immigration department of Malaysia. Yeah. There's a question. How about 23 banned countries announced by the government? For expatriate, yes, we still allow these 23 banned countries to enter Malaysia because actually these 23 banned countries, it's compromised more than 50% of our expatriate in Malaysia. Yeah, but there is some of, if I can say, silent policy by the government. There's some of the country that we tighten up. Yeah, we tighten up them to enter Malaysia. Yeah, and for all of this, the permission can be applied, can get from My Travel Pass MTP. Yeah, we can open our. You guys can open our immigration website to apply for your expatriate. Yeah, there is a detail in our ESD online also. What the requirement before they enter Malaysia and after they enter Malaysia. Yeah, we've been talking about this since I think when we open our border to expatriate with the permission. Okay, this is a revise of expat category. As you know now that the expatriate have 3 categories, which is EP1, EP2, EP3 with the salary, with a specific salary. The lowest is 3,000. The highest is 10,000 and above. And we think that the government think, the government think that the salary is too low. So now the Ministry of Human Affairs, they are revising the salary of expatriate category. Which means that there will be increase in the category, in the salary category. It's the announcement will be made by the government after the revising is done. So now Ministry of Home Affairs engaging with all the industry players to get the feedback, to collect the feedback, so that with all the feedback they can come out with the best of category of expatriate. From my point of view, ladies and gentlemen, I think there is some like expatriate who come to Malaysia with the low salary that I think I always put in my mind how these people can survive in Malaysia with like 7,000, 8,000 ringgit, with the 3 or 4 dependents. One case that I love to share that one application is Swiss. She or he is Swiss, but come to Malaysia with the salary of 6,000. So it's I think it's a bit ridiculous for us to approve this kind of application, because we don't think that the committee don't think that with this 6,000, 7,000, these people can, especially the European or American or Korean or Japanese, they will come to Malaysia with that low salary scale. All right. So this is about expat revision category that Ministry of Human Affairs will come out later, right? And then this is also one of the interesting things to talk about. MyFutureJob. This is a new decision by the government to impose to all the expatriate application before they can hire an expatriate. There must be the company must advertise the post to the local. So supposed to the implementation is on 1st of November this year, but postponed to 1st of January 2021 because there is some like they want to see revise the implementation, the method of implementation from JTK and Perteso. We give an advice, one size not fit all for expatriate. It's totally different with the foreign worker, because expatriate is you have to customize the method of implementation. Some people that the post is specifically for them. Why? Because the owner of the company, they're sent by the company aboard as a representative, and some of the posts, even though the salary is not in the C-suite post, some of the posts actually specifically for the national of that country, the citizen of that country. I can give you an example that, let's say Asia get the road from Kuala Lumpur to Hanoi. One of the requirements by the government of Vietnam is 50% of air crew must be Vietnamese. So this kind of post that we think, we advise JTK and Perteso that have must get exemption to advertise. And also the other example is let's say the football club, the import player, I think must give exemption, because it will be a laughing matter if we advertise the import player of JDP. Yeah. All right. So okay. And then this is another things that playing around, yeah, about the foreign worker recalibration. I'm not really know about this one, but I think there is announcement by the government for amnesty program for the foreign workers. Yeah. So, but no for expatriate. This is only for foreign workers. Hopefully, it's no question about this, because I'm worried that I cannot answer all of the question about the foreign worker recalibration. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, some of people asking me, is it the ESD is under Talent Corp? What the difference between ESD and Talent Corp? Yeah. So let me make it clear, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Ministry of Home Affairs. Ministry of Home Affairs is the authority who responsible in immigration policy, in expatriate policy. They are the one who creating the policy for expatriate. ESD is the implementer. We are execute all the policy by the government. Yeah, we are the hand of the government. What is TC? TC is the government agency. Yeah, it's a government agency and the government agency under MOHI, Ministry of Human Resource. They are mandated to process expatriate application, because they are the one who handle the system. They are the one who built the system and handle the system. But for expatriate things, Talent Corp, it's what you call this? It's below Expatriate Services Division. Yeah, we are instruct them, we are order them whatever decision by the government, whatever we want, because the system is belong to immigration. The system is belong to ESD, but they are the one who manage and maintain the system. Yeah, and why we give to Talent Corp? Because we want to give some of corporate look, corporate touch on the government service that given to the public. Yeah, you know, the government is like, when we talk about the financial approval, it's not easy like what the Talent Corp doing. Yeah, so if we want something in the immigration department, maybe it will take 2-3 months, maybe a year. Yeah, but if Talent Corp, it can be done by 2-3 days or maybe a week, because the system is different. Yeah, so what? And we have our officer, our team, my team in Talent Corp that helping Talent Corp in processing. So ladies and gentlemen, you can come, you can go to Talent Corp, or you can come to ESD. But all the service in Talent Corp is available in ESD, but not all the ESD service is available in Talent Corp. Yeah. So same goes to MIDA. We also have a team there, but we honor, we respect the expertise of MIDA. Is an investment agency in Malaysia. They are brought in a lot of investment. So there's a collaboration between ESD and MIDA. They bring investment, we facilitate them. Yeah. Same goes to IRDA, same goes to ERDC, ECRDC. Also same goes to MDEC for ICT. Yeah, but not all the service in MIDA office, yeah, or Telecom office or MDEC office. Not all the service in ESD, sorry, not all the service in ESD here in Putrajaya available in Telecom Surian Tower, available in KL Central MIDA, or available in Cyberjaya MDEC. Yeah. All of this is its approval agency. All of this is approval agency. But for MIDA, IRDA, and ECRDC, right now, all the approval using the ESD online, except MDEC because they have their own system. So other than that, is using ESD online, this platform, right? So I think that's it. That's it. So what I love to hear is actually from all of you on the question and answer. I believe a lot of questions, a lot of things that you want to ask me. So I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. So thank you. I pass back to Mr. Silva.
Thank you so much, Tuan Joha, for a very profound and detailed explanation about what ESD is all about. And I believe that you have informed very clearly that what is PLKS and ESD is different territory, and your territory is Employment Past Services Division, i.e. all the experts, right, Tuan?
Yes.
Okay, Tuan, I have a few questions. So I would like to combine few questions. So from Parvati Ramar, Tuan, you don't need to answer when I say okay, then Tuan can confirm. What is C-suite position, Tuan? Number two, please explain more on exemption. What are the procedure? And then, yeah, this is something to do with the expats. And then, yeah, yes, what is C-suite and what is the exemption post? You mentioned exemption post. And then there is another question, Tuan, which I think is all interrelated, so that you can give a general answer which encompasses all the questions as well, Tuan.
Okay.
Okay, another question is with postponement a new policy of foreign worker. Okay, I think if you like to hire an expatriate, what I think this is anonymous attendee, she's telling, if I don't choose to have an PLKS worker, can I hop into expatriate? That is a very important question, Tuan.
Okay.
Okay, they want to shift the territory as I mentioned. I think recalibration, Tuan, I think you have rightly mentioned recalibration is not your territory. I think the anonymous attendee, I humbly request the participant that Tuan Joha is not an authority, even though he's a director of immigration, but his territory is expatriates. And then can we focus towards the expatriates and all the professional services especially, and maybe MPC will consider to have another separate session with the director of foreign workers division to answer all these questions. I take note of this, and we will escalate the views of the participants accordingly. All right, Tuan Joha, I think you have few questions. Over to you.
Okay, let me answer. First is C-suite. C-suite is all the shift posts. Chief Executive Officer, CEO, yeah, Chief Operation Officer, COO, yeah, Chief Financial Officer, CFO, or Chief Information Officer, whatever shift, yeah, this is what we call C-suite post, yeah. This is the high level post, yeah, the high level post in the company. Usually for the investment, For the foreign company, usually this post, it's filled by the representative from the main company, from the mother company abroad. Yeah. So this is the C-suite post that I'm talking about. All right, that's one. The second is exemption. As I mentioned just now, under MyFutureJob, we believe that not all the posts can be advertised, because some of the posts is specifically for the some of the people that they are recognized already. Yeah, as I mentioned, the C post usually it's for the representative from the mother company. Yeah, from the headquarters. Okay, let's say Toyota Malaysia Sdn Bhd, UMW Toyota Malaysia Sdn Bhd. Yeah, the CEO we believe must be Japanese. Yeah, because the Toyota from Japan will send their representative here. Okay, what else? Uh, uh, Nestle, yeah, Nestle Malaysia. The CEO, the CFO, the COO must be foreigner. Yeah, yeah, because usually they will put a very experienced worker, a very experienced person to sit in that post. So that the the C-suite post, and we believe that post shouldn't advertise. Yeah, because it's specifically for some people that they're recognized already. Yeah, and we suggest to Perkeso, we in ESD suggest to Perkeso and JTK, there must be a column of exemption for all these posts. As I mentioned, the Asia crew, the footballers, maybe in ICT, the global business services, which we required a language, yeah, expertise, yeah. So we don't need to advertise this post, because we want the specific foreign citizen to work in that category. So yeah, so we will save our time, we will save our effort to advertise that actually we don't need to.
Thank you, Tuan. Thank you, Tuan, for your very detailed answer. And I just for the participants' knowledge, I still receive questions about recalibration for the 4 sectors and something to do with the compound. I think it is still in a very infant stage. I think Tuan Johar, as I really clearly mentioned, that it is not his territory, even though he's immigration officer, because he is not the beholder of that sector.
Thank
So
you, sir.
I humbly request that let us focus. Tuan Johar, I have 3 questions. You listen to this question and then you answer, Tuan. There are 3 questions, namely from Parvati Ramar. She said we hired more than 50 expats under category 2. They have successfully obtained MDEC stage approval. And then she said immigration officer are closed and endorsement not allowed during CMCO. Can the expatriate, see this is a question, I cannot get my sticker, can my staff work? That is a question, Tuan. And then the question 2, Mr. Kaushik Ghosh. She's married to a Malaysian and she has got an endorsement to work under an MNC. Okay, and she's managing about 20 countries in APAC, region for Malaysia. Her question is it possible to transfer that she has obtained the permission to work, Tuan? She's asking whether she possible to transfer the endorsement to work visa or an employment pass. So she's telling, I don't want the endorsement anymore. I want to hold an expatriate position. Okay, I think these are the 3. One more question, Tuan, so that you can answer straight. Another one is Thiagarajan, Mr. Thiagarajan. Okay, Mr. Thiagarajan, he said he has a company planning to set up operation in Southeast Asia. the officers of pest analysis, but they don't have a legal entity Malaysia, Tuan. So how I can bring my workers or I can get my staffs to come and get proper permit for them to operate as a regional Southeast Asia operation setup, Tuan. So you have 3 questions, Tuan.
Right.
Over to you, Tuan.
Okay, let me answer the first question. The answer for first question, the question for the first is, can they work without an endorsement? Okay, the answer is yes. The answer is yes for the time being, but actually the expatriate services division counter it's open, except MDEC. But we in Maida, in Putrajaya and Surian Tower, we open our operation with this with the minimum capacity, yeah, with the minimum numbers of clients, yeah. If you worried about your worker without endorsement, you can come to Putrajaya to get a sticker here, yeah. We allow work with approval but without endorsement, yeah, because the number is big and the economy is still running, so we cannot cater all the people to come to our counter. If we allow all the people like usual, means we against the policy of the government to reduce the movement of the people. That's one, right? It's clear, yeah? Okay, the number 2 is he or she married to Malaysian, means they get an endorsement with the spouse visa to work. Okay, you have a choice to use your spouse visa to work, or you can apply for employment pass. Okay, either one, you can get both. You can choose which one you want. All right. Okay, so can use employment pass or can use the endorsement on your spouse visa. And for the number 3, they don't have a company in Malaysia, but they want to send their worker here. Okay, there is 2 things you can do. First, you can go to Maida and set up your regional office here in Malaysia, or regional what you call this, RERO. Okay, you can set your regional representative here and regional office through Maida, or if you have a partner in Malaysia here, you can send these people as a PVP to your partner. Okay, I think that's clear. Mr. Silva?
Okay, thank you, Tuan. Tuan, there's one question I think you have to explain this very clearly, and you did mention that there is an initiative to revisit the employment, the salary capping of the expatriates, and
Yeah.
there is a question by Nurul Nazira Tul Akila Mat Yusof, that she's a bit confused with the 5K, but so difficult to get approval. And can you please explain in detail how did you demarcate that the category 1, category 2, category 3? Is it on paper? I just write 5,000 on paper, or do you must have that payslip, income tax, all sort of things to prove that whatever been reflected in the employment contract is been done? I think, Tuan, I think you understand what the question is. I think this is a good question. You need some time to explain in categories, so that by putting mere numbers doesn't qualify something else. So I think I leave it to you, Tuan, to explain.
Yeah, I think you answered already the question, Mr. Silva.
No, Tuan, no. Please, Tuan. I'm just giving an intro. So I think they want to hear from your mouth saying that how it is been, how are you seeing into an application? How do you approve one which convince you before the approval?
Okay, so actually it's again, expatriate, it's one size not fit all. Yeah, it's because it's different industry, different expertise. different country, different expectation. You cannot say that Southeast Asia engineer, they will pay the same as the European engineer. It's totally different because its rate is different. The what you call this? The evaluation is not only on salary itself, but the most important, the complexity of the job that you offer to expatriate. That's the most important. That means if the complexity of the job is higher and we don't have a Malaysian to fill that post, the possibility for the application to get approved is higher. Yeah, but of course the salary also contribute. Yeah, but it doesn't mean you put a higher salary and then you automatically will get approval. Yeah, is it answering the question?
I hope so, Tuan. I think you have answered it very clearly. But Tuan, there's another anonymous attendee. The question is, I have expatriates who have not cancelled by current company for more than 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Can they make an appointment to ESD to do the cancellation? It's more than 5 months, Tuan. Can you please explain, Tuan? Yeah, 5 months, Tuan.
So my question is, where is the person? Where's the expatriate right now? They are still in Malaysia?
I presume so.
Or they are left Malaysia already? You must answer that question first, and then I can give the answer.
Okay, Tuan. I think the anonymous I told you when you submit 22.
If they're still in Malaysia, maybe
yes, still in Malaysia.
So they overstay already.
I'm waiting for the answer.
So why you want to cancel?
I think the person who is typing, can you raise your hand and make a call? We can save our time. Okay, while waiting for her, okay, this is another anonymous attendee. We are an IT company. A few of our expatriates with valid EP went home to attend urgent matter, death of family, with approval of GMI entry. However, their re-entry has been rejected repeatedly and the projects are affected. Okay, how can we this one.
Okay, I can answer that question.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, actually, when you apply for my entry, you have to attach the proof that you want to go outside. If there is a meeting, there is a business trip, yeah. So whatever you want to do, yeah. But usually, what's happening right now in my entry, a lot of application it's family matters, yeah, personal matters that we don't have a proof. So actually, we cannot stop the foreigner to go out from the country, but we can stop them from enter the country. So if you are foreigner, if you apply for exit and return, for not specific reason, we do not know what you're gonna do, or only the personal or family matters that we do not allow for the time being, we only give you exit and we do not give you enter to return. Yeah, we cannot stop you to exit, but we can stop you to from enter our country. Yeah. So if you apply for the business, the company team, you must attach with the proof there's a meeting, there's a project to do outside. Thank you.
Okay, Tuan, there is a question from Parvati Ramar. She said, we have candidates under tourist pass, expatriate, expired category 3, stranded since March and couldn't go back to the country. Now we have offered employment opportunities, salary below 5, but we couldn't get their stage 1 approval from MDEC. As per rule, category 3 must exit Malaysia and collect VDR. But during this pandemic, no flights available. How can we get their pass approved without candidate exiting Malaysia, Tuan? I think
Okay.
this is the same thing coming back.
Okay. So they came to Malaysia as a tourist, right?
There are tourists and the EP3.
And then suddenly you met her, you met him, suddenly she or he want to walk like that.
Yes. I think
Okay,
so. That's what. Yeah.
this is kind of tricky lah. This is kind of tricky. Actually, we do not really encourage this kind of application, yeah, because we want when people come as a tourist to Malaysia, they must return to the country as a tourist also lah. So if you talk about the tourist, means since March until now, how many months already they overstay? Yeah, so this is not correct. This is not correct. We as a Malaysian, our responsibility to protect, to take care of our country. We shouldn't allow these people since March until now November, they're still in Malaysia without any valid pass. So actually, it's doable when they come as a tourist and then suddenly meet with some friends and then suddenly they want to work. But we do not encourage. For this case, if you talk about because we only allow the tourists before our MCO, means they've been here since February or March. Yeah. So it's been too long. It's been too long here in Malaysia, and if we if come to me, I do not allow this. Yeah, I will not approve this. You go back to your country, you apply properly, get the VDR, and then come in. Yeah, we know that the flight is very limited, but there is a flight. There is a flight to India. There is a flight to China. There is a flight to Indonesia or Philippines. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Tuan, there is a question, Tuan, which is I think everybody is, most of the unanimous scholars are telling, EP expired and SP also they managed to get one and that also expired. But we are trying to go into STO, Tuan, but there is no slot because even I tried just now because STO, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan all blocked because I think because MCO.
Okay.
So what is the position of these people if they were stopped by authorities in roadblocks, Tuan? Can you explain about STO and there is no, we cannot go in and put in the appointment, Tuan?
Okay. All right. I understand the situation. Actually, all the immigration office around Malaysia is closed. Yeah, it's closed. They only accept the really emergency cases, right? But for expatriate, we in Putrajaya, we open every day as usual. In Surian Tower and also in Maida, we open with the limited and minimum a client that we allow, yeah, to do the transaction every day. We understand that this MCO give a lot of confusion and problem to all of our expatriates. But right now, actually, we talk to police that do not arrest these people because of office is closed, that they cannot do the endorsement, they cannot get the SP. So until this 6th of December, we allow these people without or with SP to work, yeah, to work or to, if I can say, to live in Malaysia. Yeah. So I have a Mr. So here. Mr. So, he's from the enforcement division before, so he's the one who handle all these kind of things lah. So anything he will directly advise him about this. I think he's just silence means what I'm saying is true. Yeah.
So and there is another question at anonymous attendees. Hi sir, the postponement of my future job implementation, i.e. 2021 Tuan, can we proceed to submit EP application without posting the vacancies in my future?
Yes, there's a postponement means yes.
Yes, Tuan. And then there is a question, because this MDEC has got an office in Cyberjaya.
Okay.
Sometimes because of this pandemic, they cannot get endorsement.
Okay.
And they were advised that endorsement under purview of MDEC, we cannot get endorsement in Putrajaya. Is that true, Tuan?
No, we can. Whatever they have in their office, MDEC, MIDA, Pelenkop, all can do here. But not everything that we have here can do there.
Okay.
So if there is a case, please come to Putrajaya, and there is officer in the lobby that will see your case. If there is a case we categorize as an emergency or really need the endorsement, and then we will allow you to come up. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, you can apply for appointment through MyHub, but because our system is ESD system, so you have to open ESD online to get the slot. Okay.
Okay, but meaning Tuan, if assuming is a company from MDEC, they come to Putrajaya, they must go to the counter and get their endorsement, Tuan, yeah?
Yes, can. You go to lobby, there is my officer down there. You come in the morning, but there's my officer over there. They will see your case, how. If they say okay, and then they will allow you to come up to do the endorsement.
Okay. Tuan, Tuan, there's a question from Muhammad Lukman Muhammad Taufik. Dear Tuan, how about if the expatriate is from our HQ outside from Malaysia? Is it the post need advertised also in Malaysia? So I think before I complete the question, is it the key post or general post? I think they have to ask that question before Tuan could answer.
Okay, maybe my answer it's not really accurate. It depends on time because the Perkeso and JTK will come out with a new guideline after we advise them that there's a lot of the other things they have to see. So what we suggest to Perkeso and JTK, there will be two columns. One is to advertise, one is to get exemption. So if your post is not fell under the C-suite or whatever post that will be listed down under the category that exempted, you can apply for exemption, and it depends to the committee, they will give you exemption or not. Okay, so we just wait before January, they will come out with the new guideline on how the implementation of MyFutureJob, right?
Tuan, there is a question, Tuan. The question is, for category 3, it seems currently only allowed for 2 terms, but companies spend quite a lot on training and infrastructure, especially on language-based position service tests.
Okay.
Whereby we can't do knowledge transfer to locals.
Okay.
This is category 3, Tuan. I think if Tuan, if possible, Tuan, if
yeah.
you can explain the justification of the existence of category 3 and incorporate these questions as well, Tuan.
Okay. The category 3, we only allow to work in Malaysia for 3 years. Yeah, for 3 years means first approval plus 2, another 2 years, so 3 years. After the 3 years, if you still want them to work with you, they must go out from the country for 3 months as a cooling off period before you can hire them, right? But we do not, again, we do not really encourage, yeah, because it's a low skill worker, but there is a necessity for the company because of the language barrier. If there is a case, you can apply to Director General of Immigration to get exemption for cooling off period. That means these people can resume the work without 3 months cooling off period to their origin country. Okay? That means they can work more than 3 years. If you get that approval, the exemption of cooling off period means they can continue to work another 3 years. Okay, good.
Okay, Tuan. So there is another question. Okay, he's telling his company based in Penang.
Okay,
Penang MDEC is closed. So what should I do?
right.
Because crossing border also problem, Tuan.
Yes. So
Yeah.
just wait until the immigration office is open. Yeah, just wait until immigration office is open. I think this kind of situation is not only you, but there's a lot of people around Malaysia. So just wait until immigration office is open. Okay.
Tuan, there is an anonymous attendees asking. I think into this application we have the projection application. So the question is, why does the projection application take so long for renewal process? Because of the delay, we need to apply special pass always. Now MCO difficult to get appointment. So you understand that?
Yes. Yes.
So if you can advise them how the projection application, maybe they must understand the projection application. I think if you can enlighten them, Tuan.
Okay. Before I answer, I have one question. Your application rejected or not processed yet? Yeah. So and then my answer is Mr. Selva and the
anonymous, Tuan.
Yes, anonymous. My answer is yes. There is a delay before because of we focus on helping the expatriate who stranded abroad to come back to Malaysia. This around July, June, August. It's a bit slow. We understand that. We do not deny. But right now, all the projection application has been processed as usual. Maybe it's faster than before, yeah, because we have a meeting almost 2-3 times a week for the projection. Unless your application is rejected, there will take a time. But if not, it's ongoing process right now.
Okay, Tuan. There's another question. I've already, this is Nurul Nazira again, Nurul Nazira. She said, I already submitted 3 directors. 2 already get approval, 1 still not. All documents same, but 1 director still not get approval. All application will be reviewed by other officers, even the same company. So she said, please allow names that are not in the LOU to make call if any problem. Meaning, if the name is not in the letter of undertaking, are they allowed to call and inquire, Tuan? Because I think you have to answer this question, Tuan.
No.
Why three people? Suddenly only 2 apply, 1 reject, and then the name is not LOU, and there is a communication. I believe this is a communication challenge whereby parties are involved.
Okay. Actually, we do not allow anybody from not in the list of in our endorser to check or to come to our office to deal with about the company or about the application. Because we experienced before when we allow, they mentioned that they are from the company or they just show the business card they are from the company. Actually, there is like we face a lot of problem because they are not the one. We don't have a black and white that the company allow these people as an endorser to manage the case in our office. There's a lot of actually case that it's, if I can say, fake people who came to our office. So there's only people in the list of endorser we will allow to talk, to check, to deal with us. And about the director just now, we limited the name in the list because it's not possible to put all the director in the list as an endorser. Am I answering the question?
Yes, Tuan. Yes, Tuan. You said you need to be authorized someone to be
Yes.
to endorse. We
Yes.
cannot allow everybody to call.
Yes.
Then
Yes. All right. Sorry.
and then it defeat the purpose of the LOU, letter of undertaking. You undertake and then you're asking somebody else to do. I think I think you have addressed it accordingly, Tuan. There's another question, Tuan. I think the name was there. It's already running. Okay. This is a Rosalind Ong. Rosalind Ong. She said she has an expat which expires April 2021, Tuan. After
Okay.
expiry, does that company need to submit or advertise in MyFutureJobs?
Mm-hmm.
If at all, after 30 days, if the guidelines, everything is there, and the application is rejected, he has already been working here for time. I mean, he's working here, Tuan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because of the new procedure, he have to go into that process, MyFutureJobs, and if he failed to qualify, how can I appeal to retain him? Because he already worked for us for X number of years. So
Yes.
this is, I think, yeah. And then Tuan, there's another question also. Okay, I need this guy, but I can't allow to send him back to, what shall I say, to fulfill the cooling off period. Is there any exemption? If there is, how can I do that appeal for an exemption based on justification? I think I'm just rewording the question for you to answer a few
Okay.
questions one shot one.
Okay.
Over to you, Tuan.
The second question, the answer is same like the EP3 just now, the cooling off period. They can apply to Director General of Immigration to apply for exemption, cooling off period. Okay, that one. The second one is about the how if the exemption for MyFutureJob is rejected. Yeah, means they have to advertise. Yeah. So if the exemption is rejected, how these people have to return to the country or not? Because this expatriate been working for them for years. Yeah. Again, the guideline from Perkeso and JTK is not come out yet. Yeah. But if the case like that, means the expatriate have to go back to their respective country. Yeah. But we're still waiting for the guideline from Perkeso and JTK about MyFutureJob. Yeah. What the channel of appeal, yeah, how long the appeal will be processed, this kind of things. So we have to wait for that one. Mr. Silva and ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Tuan. Thank you, Tuan. Tuan, there's another question. I'm this anonymous. I'm married to an expat pass holder.
Okay.
I'm a lecturer, and I would like to become a volunteer services to some NGOs. Am I allowed?
Yes.
If allowed, what should I do, Tuan?
Okay.
That's the question.
Okay. For
But she's on dependent pass.
Yeah.
Now dependent pass, yeah.
For dependent pass that we want to work with the NGO, means on the welfare job. So they don't need to convert their pass to employment pass. They can use the dependent pass and just get a stamp. Yeah, just get endorsement in our office. Yeah, just get a stamp to allow to work with this, to allow to do a welfare work in this NGO, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but if dependent pass, intend to work as the principal, yeah, intend to work in the company with the salary, they have to apply it like a normal process of employment pass. Okay, after they are approved, and then they have to convert the pass from dependent pass to employment pass. Okay, I think I give extra for that.
Tuan, there is a question, Tuan, from Mr. Vijendran. He said he has got 2 Indian directors, salary 25,000 above, and he's given 1 year approval only, Tuan. But it's a bit. I think what's your answer for this, Tuan?
Yeah. Okay. There's some of the committee. Actually, the committee of expatriate is compromised by a few of agencies. Yeah. We have a CIDP, MITI, a lot, and then sometimes we call the agency based on the case. If there is like about the tourism, we will call MOTEC. If it's about education, we will call MOE. It's about sports, we will call MSN or so ever. Yeah. So decision is not individual or personal decision. Usually for the first year, it's depend. They will give a year on. They only will give a 12 months for the first year. Yeah, but it's subjective to the evaluation of the committee. Yeah, it's subjective to evaluation of the committee. Usually they will give 12 months for the first years for that kind of salary, but for the next, and then they will give more. Yeah, so this one is a bit subjective. We have a guideline, but the evaluation by the different people is sometimes it can be different.
Tuan, this is very important question, I believe, Tuan. Once they you hold on, Tuan. This question, too many questions popping in. It's about inspectorate, Tuan.
Okay.
Okay. The question is anonymous. She said, why online cancellation process by inspectorate division taking 2 to 3 months?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then a question, because they have every state they have immigration officers. Is it necessary for Putrajaya Inspectorate Division to pay a visit? Can the respective immigration departments in the respective district or state can what shall I say, shall coordinate or conduct
Okay.
on behalf of Putrajaya for the that's the question, because they believe,
Okay.
I think is what I understand, I think so, they have to come all the way to Putrajaya, for example to Johor. It will take some time. So can you please enlighten on that one?
Okay. The first question is why the process of cancellation in inspectorate unit is too long. Okay.
Yes.
If you can email to me the case, and then I will look on the case, so I specifically can check. So if you talk like this, I don't know which case. Yeah. So because there is a SOP they have to follow. If you talk about 3 months, give me your case, you email to me, and then I'll check for you, and then we will give a feedback. Again, this ESD services division, myself, we want to transfer the image of immigration, image of immigration department from what you always like. If you come to immigration, there will be a lot of difficulty. Yeah, I want to change that mentality. I want to change this perspective. If you come to ESD, you come to immigration, ESD especially, we are here to facilitate you. As long as you do a genuine business, you do a genuine things, you come to us. But if you know what you're doing, you don't bring to us. Yeah. If you have a problem, anytime, please, you come to us, and then let us listen to you. If we can help you, then we will help you. Yeah. But you don't expect you bring something that you know it's we cannot do it, but you force us to do it. Yeah? And when we do not help you, you get mad to us, you write something bad to us. I think it's unfair. So we are here to help a public, to help a people, especially Malaysian, that you want to do a business. Yeah. You come at any time. So for this case, you write to me personally. You write to my email. Yeah, you check in the web page my email address. You write to me based on this webinar. My question blah blah blah, company blah blah blah. My cancellation been stuck in inspectorate unit, and then I will see the case and I will make sure my officer will come back to you. Okay. For the second one, it's possible for the site visit due by the immigration in the state. All right. Actually, there's the proposal from us to our boss here, to our top management, to the site visit facilitated by the immigration department, state immigration department. So this is hopefully by next year we will implement. So it's no more delay on the site visit. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for the idea and for the suggestion. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Selva.
Tuan, okay, Tuan. The next question, Tuan, is about iCard, and then there is a contract for 60 months, but they were given 2 years, Tuan.
Okay.
Can you please advise, Tuan?
Contract.
Yeah, contract. In the contract, they have 60 months, but permit given for 2 years. How can they utilize that contract?
Oh, I actually about the contract, it's not under me. Actually under KDM.
Okay.
But so far for the iCard is on it. Yeah, for the iCard is the contract is extended. I think for the 2 years, something like that. I'm not really sure. So if you need the iCard, you can come to my office, and then if there is a stock available, and then we will give to you. Okay, and then one more, Mr. Selva, Mr. Selva,
Yes,
just for additional info about MDEC. Additional info about MDEC. We mentioned just now the MDEC office is closed. The MDEC office is closed, but I just get the information from the officer in MDEC. Actually, MDEC office is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 12 afternoon. You can come by appointment only for emergency case only. Yeah, so means MDEC also open, but with the selected days, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 12. Yeah. So anyone from from the ICT sector can come to MDEC with the appointment. Check the web page of MDEC, and then you can do an appointment. You can get an appointment and get to go to MDEC office. Yeah.
So there's another question. It's anonymous. He said, EP cancelled tax clearance done in July 2020. The expatriate decided to go to his country. Will expatriate get the penalty of overstaying issue?
How again?
His flight,
Again, sorry.
yeah. No, let me. It's a very long question. He said tax clearance. I think he settled everything. He wants to go back, but he cannot get flight because of the pandemic. So the question is, he got a memo from MDEC, immigration, and can't get online appointment date fully booked till 2021. So he is applying for second special pass. So how can he ensure that his pass is legit and he can go when the flight is available to him?
Okay, actually, our PKPB CMCO until 6th of December, 14 days after 6th of December, these people who overstay still can leave the country. Yeah, they can leave the country without any penalty. Right?
Okay, Tuan. There's another question, Tuan. He's telling, hi sir, we have submitted EP and DP application. At the time we submitted the application, the passport validity is more than 12 months valid. However, application was written to the company due to change in job title. So they shortened and then they applied and the passport become invalid less than 12 months. You understand that?
Yeah.
When they put in application. So how can we address this issue? Because I understand they need to get a new passport, but getting a new passport is another issue where he needs to get the permission, all the employment stickers to work. So how can the department assist in this kind of situation whereby they can?
What we can do for you is, let's say let's say your approval is for 12 months, yeah, the passport only for 8 months. Okay, we still can give you 8 months stickers, 8 months sticker. In the same time, you have to work to get a new passport. Okay, it doesn't mean actually the EP we still can give you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. We can do it, yeah. But in the same time, you work to get a new passport. Okay? So,
Tuan, there is a question from Madam Kaushik. She's telling she has got a permission to work endorsement, but why she's not being issued a card? I card because she has to carry her passport wherever she goes. She fears she might drop it or she might misplace. Yeah.
okay, all right. I just get the information. Sorry, that there's a wrong information that I mentioned before about the icon. Actually, the contract it's ended, and the KDN didn't extend the contract. So no more iCard right now. We're waiting for the new contract. We're waiting for the new contract right now. Yeah. So no more contract, no more iCard, and we're waiting for the new contract from Ministry of Home Affairs. All right.
And okay, this is from Shumin Yo. One of my team members had to travel outside of Malaysia as his mother was having critical and emergency situation. Now that is settled, he needs to travel back to Malaysia and unable to do so after appeal. We need to have him back to Penang for our expansion project here. Entry submission has been applied 3 times. Is there anywhere? I mean, Tuan, he went back because mother was sick, and his position, I believe, what Shumin is telling, very, very critical, because I think he is the key person for the expansion project. So 3 times, I suppose his application has not been entertained.
Okay.
So how can ESD indulge in assisting him to get the permission, Tuan? I believe, Shumin, I have put your question across clearly.
As I mentioned, we cannot stop you to leave the country, but we can stop you to enter the country. So this is what we do. When you leave the country without any permission, yeah, you not simply can enter the country. If there is a real emergency case, now you want to enter the country, you have to provide us. To respect the other people that we do not allow, you have to give us the proof that there is an emergency. If there's a hospital letter or whatever doctor, and then you show to us, maybe we can consider. Yeah, we have to be fair, because right now the border is still closed. You cannot simply go in and out, go in and out. Yeah. Yesterday, if I can share with you, yesterday for imported case, there is 14 foreigner with the COVID-19 case yesterday. Okay, we have 19 imported case, 14 is foreigner. So this is the things that we want to help the government. Yeah, we have a case in our country. We do not want to add the people simply come in and out. Yeah. So this is our responsibility to take care of our country. So you can leave the country, you can leave Malaysia, but you cannot simply enter. Yeah. If there is a real emergency case, we have to show us the proof of the emergency case. Thank you.
Tuan, there's another question. Sir, we have employee obtained Sabah EP approval and standard in KL due to travel restriction.
Okay.
Can we obtain special pass to validity, the stay while waiting Sabah border to open?
Okay. Actually, Sabah border is open. Sabah border is open. You can apply through. Wait, let me share with you. All right, you can apply through this Sabah web. Yeah, there's Sabah web about to get the permission to enter Malaysia, to enter Sabah. You can get the permission from there. If there is a proof you do not allow to enter Sabah, and then we can give you SP. Yeah.
Okay, I hope that's very clear, Tuan. Very
because Sabah it allow the people with the Sabahan to return, and also the foreigner in the essential services, and get the approval from the state government to enter.
Tuan, this is from Fasha Shahira Muhammad Razi. She said, we are under ONG sector and few new approved EP and DP yet to be endorsed, and they have exceeded 30-day stay. They are unable to open bank account or signing tenancy agreement without EP endorsement.
Okay.
We explained the situation to my expat to seek an appointment slot, but refused and considered not to, and it's critical situation. Can we have exemption of new and expires pass to complete the endorsement? Thank you.
They cannot open an account because they don't have endorsement in their passport, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, they can, if you guys live around Klang Valley, you can come to our office, Surian Tower, Maida, or in ESD here in Putrajaya. Get an appointment. If you don't get an appointment, you come here. We see you case. It's really emergency, and then we will allow you to do endorsement.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tuan. You are. I think you are the best, lah, Tuan. You're solving the problem. I think the person who asked the question can email Tuan, mention today's webinar, so that he can be clear of what was raised today. Yeah.
Yes.
What is this? There's one more. Hold on, Tuan. Okay. I am an EP1 holder in Sarawak.
Okay.
Hold on, Tuan. Very fast it runs. I'm an EP1 holder in Sarawak. Hold on, Tuan. Okay. My wife and son dependent visa expired on April when we was in India. I managed to get renewal and reach Sarawak on August. However, I didn't get any info of renewal of my dependent pass. What should I do renewing to bring my family back? Meaning he managed to come back and renew his pass, but the wife and son is still in India, and they can't come back.
Okay. All right. Again, yeah. Our border still closed. It doesn't mean you get an approval, they will allow you to come in. There is some 23 countries banned by the government to enter Malaysia. Actually, for expatriate, we allow these 23 countries, but with the strict evaluation to approve and to allow them to come into Malaysia. Yeah. So I suggest to the EP holder just now to apply and reapply if the case is approved by the committee, and then your dependent can enter Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ben. I have another question from Suren Prasanna. I lost my current job 4 months ago. I have a new employer offer letter, but immigration is closed due to lockdown. I'm not able to meet my commitment due to 4 months job after loss. I'm not able to go back to my home country, India. So how about my position now? I got an offer. I want to apply because I cannot go back to India. Neither I cannot survive here. 4 months I lost my job, and there is someone who wants to hire me. How can ESD facilitate my request, one?
The person is supposed to apply for you is not you, it's the company. You don't need to see us. You just apply through ESD online, or if you are in ICT through MDEC, yeah, just apply. It's not physical. It's not physical. Everything is online. You apply. If you approve, if you're already in Malaysia here, and then you just proceed. But if you pass with the previous employer, still valid, yeah, you have to shorten your pass and get the permission from your previous employer that you want to work with the new employer, with the new company. So not you the one who apply. Your company have to apply for you, right?
Tuan, we are planning to submit our 2021 FKW quota application via Expat Center MDEC.
Okay.
Since my job future will be implemented on January, will it affect our 2021 quota?
Okay, again, I cannot answer this one too much because we're still waiting for the guideline from Perkes and JTK or whatever. You have to do right now, you just do it. If you have to apply right now, you apply the quota, and we will wait what the guideline from JTK and Perkes. So, yeah.
Okay, Tuan, this is an anonymous attendee. Hi, sir. We applied for ESD company registration, whereas it got rejected, and we don't have a place to see a reason for rejection, and appeal button is not available, and it is mentioned that appeal can be done once only. How to know the reason for the rejection so that we can appeal with supporting document? How can we reach out to officers to understand the reason of rejection? And there is another anonymous question. I don't want to mention the company name. They mentioned the company name here. They said they have seek the services of this company, X company, and for 2 years they have been asking all documents, and eventually the application was rejected. When the reason for rejection was asked, there were no reason given. Can you please enlighten us on this one?
Okay, for documentation reason, we will let you know. Usually, we will send to you. If there is lack of documentation, we will return the case to you so you can fill us. You can feed us with the documentation that need for the application. But some of the cases, we do not actually expose the reason of rejection. You know why? You know why we do not expose? Because if we expose, the thing is it's not going to be end. And there is like things you will fit more and more and more, and then there is more question and question. Yeah. Again, the committee of company registration is not only for one officer. It's compromised a lot of person, a lot of agency, government agency, a lot of government agency that they do the evaluation and with the respective expertise by the agency. I believe if rejected, there is a button for you to appeal. Yes, but if you rejected 2 times already, there is a cooling off period for a year before you can reapply. Yeah, so usually we do not expose the reason of rejection. Yeah, because if we expose, the thing is not gonna be end. There is a next you will ask immigration officer, we are here, and then the thing's not gonna finish. Okay.
Tuan, there is some basic question, Tuan, which you have explained in your early introduction. This is Muhammad Shaharil Razali. I humbly requesting you, Tuan, to explain what is the difference ESD in Suryan Tower and Immigration Putrajaya. I think Tuan, you have to give a detailed explanation about Putrajaya position, MIDA position, AMDEC position in Cyberjaya, and Wisma Suryan. How it operates the hierarchical position, Tuan, so that
Okay.
no confusion to the participants, Tuan.
All right. MIDA, MDEC, Suryan Tower, Talent Corp is extension of immigration. Is extension of immigration. If you want to say it in the easy words, means Talent Corp, they're working for us. Okay, they're working for immigration. What they're doing is immigration things. They belong to immigration. So any instruction we will give to Talent Corp, but they also have their own the separation, the things they can do by themselves. Yeah. But for immigration, for EP, for everything, whatever they do there, you guys can do in ESD Putrajaya. Yeah. Yeah, you can refer. And if any problem on the immigration things in Suryan Tower, MIDA, you also can refer here.
Finish.
Yeah.
So I hope you answered the question, Tuan.
The headquarters is here. The headquarters is here. Okay. Okay, lagi? Any?
Okay. Tuan, there's a question from Shirley Low. I bought a drilling rig from China beginning of the year. How can I get the manufacturer of the equipment to come over to teach us on the detailed operation of this drilling rig? I have applied to the DG Immigration, no reply at all.
Okay.
I think this is PVP, yeah.
Okay, the question is how long you need these people be in Malaysia? Right? Here's the one question you have to answer. If they need to be in Malaysia more than a month, I suggest you to apply PVP, yeah, through your company, apply PVP, professional visa pass, so they can be here in Malaysia to do the testing and commissioning and give a training to your people. Okay, but if they're here in Malaysia only for 2-3 days, please write to me. Please write to me. Maybe I'll see the case with all the information that your invoice, your K1 by a custom, yeah, by custom department. You show to me, and then maybe I can give you exemption for visit pass to enter Malaysia, right?
Okay, Tuan. There's a question, Tuan. Does renewal also go through MyFutureJob? Because next year the 2 years expires and then they have to apply for a new one. Does MyFutureJobs apply for the renewal?
Okay, so far what I understand, all the new or renewal must go through MyFutureJob. Okay, but again, we still need to wait the detail of implementation, detail of guideline from JT, right?
Yeah, Tuan, this is something not with you, but Mr. Balachandran said, how about MM2H? When is it likely to be relaunched for qualified retirees?
Oh, that one I don't know. That one I don't know.
Okay, I want you to say that. I don't want to answer that question, Tuan.
Yeah,
Tuan, there's another question, Tuan.
Government, yeah.
Yeah, Tuan, this is from Chu Chin Mi. Our foreign director has been here for 5 years under EP. His salary is 50,000, which increased yearly because of good business. But this year got rejected. Didn't mention. This year got rejected and didn't mention final in the last approval. His tax paid. This is Chu Chin Min.
Okay, Chu Chin Min, please write to me. Please write to me. Get me all the details and let me check. All right, let me check for you. Okay. Right.
Okay,
Next.
Tuan, this is Mel's question. That one, we have a case under MDEC and it was returned to request for a special pass. And we supposed to get the endorsement special pass from Putrajaya as it's didn't approved. Unfortunately, CMCO and Immigration Putrajaya is closed. This application is not allowed to work until he get the stage 1 approval. Can we use this slip from Putrajaya to obtain approval? This application needs to survive during pandemic. Meaning, Tuan, what the question is, I have already put my application, I got my special pass, can I work? Because I haven't got my EP yet, can I work? Because pandemic, no
Okay.
income.
The question is, this is new or renewal?
Because special pass, that's what is mentioned here, Tuan.
Yes. But the application is not approved yet. Yeah, it's not even past the stage 1 yet.
Has already been approved.
Huh?
Special pass approved. Sorry, Tuan.
Not
Special pass approved.
the pass, the
Yeah.
working pass. The
Pass,
EP.
I don't see any remarks on the EP approval, Tuan.
Okay, so if you don't have approval, pass approval, these people cannot work. You cannot work with the special pass. That means this is refer to the same case just now. They come to Malaysia with the social visit pass as a tourist. And then actually they not come as a tourist. They want to work. This is totally wrong. They cannot work with the special pass here in Malaysia unless the pass approved. Their application for EP is approved, then they can work even without endorsement. Yeah, but if they come to Malaysia with the tourist social visit pass and then they want to request for SP to work, is totally wrong. Cannot. It cannot.
Cannot. Thank you, Tuan. Thank you, Tuan.
You have to advise these people to leave Malaysia. Because if police or immigration, they meet with police or immigration, they will arrest and put in the jail. You advise them to leave Malaysia.
Tuan, there is a caller, Puan Nur Shahida Balia. She said she called My Future Jobs and she said renewal post, no need post advertisement only for new expatriate. That means all the questions about renewal, 2 years, 1 year, I think nothing to do with My Future Jobs.
Okay.
Only fresh applications, Tuan.
That's good.
And then another question. This is from Tengku Nur Atika Tengku Abdullah. She said, "Hi sir, just an example, EP to change new company. What if previous company of the employee do not want to provide release letter, employment one,
All right.
from A company to B company?"
Okay. Let me answer the first is about the My Future Job again. Yeah, again, My Future Job is not under immigration. My Future Job is under Perkesto. And me, I do not receive any detail yet on this My Future Job. I do not receive anything yet. Yeah, what I mentioned by MOHR, there will be implementation, and we're still waiting for the guideline. Yeah, we're still waiting for the guideline from Perkesto, from JT. So that's why I said that just now we have to wait the detail from JT and Perkesto. And then for the second one, if the previous employer do not release, there must be a reason. There must be a reason why they do not release the expatriate to the other company. Yeah. So if there is the case, means if the case it means on your side, yeah, please come to us and then we will see. We will do our evaluation. If the expatriate can be released by immigration to the new company or not. Yeah, we have to check first because there is something about there's a lot of case, yeah, about the salary, about the abuse, yeah, about the IPR case, intellectual property mismanagement by the expatriate. So we have to check first what actually the case. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. There's a question. Wait on. Okay, there's a question, Tuan. Since my future jobs only starts for next year, can we proceed reopen our appeal case for inviting long wait candidate for our existing long due position, Tuan?
Boleh.
Meaning,
Boleh.
boleh kan, Tuan?
Boleh.
Boleh.
I
Okay.
mentioned already to you, whatever you have to do right now, you do it. You don't need to wait
Yes.
until the my. Okay.
Okay, wait, Tuan. There's postponement. All the same question, Okay. Sir, this is from Lee Hock Seng. Hi. For renewal to year 11 at Immigration Putrajaya, permit worker already expired on April, but until today we cannot make booking. Ayo, this one STO tuan, STO issue tuan. I think finally you have to explain about STO and MCO, why you cannot open, you cannot go in and log in your dates because of MCO. All the states are locked. Can you just give a clear explanation about STO tuan, please tuan?
Okay. For ESD here in Putrajaya and Surian Tower, we do not use STO. We use MyHelp. MyHelp, you can get it through ESD online to get an appointment. So again, yeah, in ESD here in Putrajaya and Surian Tower, we do not use STO. No STO. We only use MyHelp. MyHelp, you can get it through ESD online and get an appointment. And again, if you do not get an appointment for this moment, you come to Putrajaya here. There is my officer waiting for you in the lobby. You come in the morning, 9 o'clock like that. You come in the morning, and my officer will check your case. If your case fall under emergency case, and you like shorten or what endorsement or whatever, my officer will see it, and then they will allow you to do the transaction in Putrajaya. Yeah, they will allow you to come up. Yeah. So first, you try to get an appointment through MyHelp. No STO. We in Putrajaya, we in ESD, we do not use STO. Yeah. For expatriate, we only use MyHelp. MyHelp, you can get it through ESD online. Thank you.
Tuan, there is someone raising their hand. They want to make a live call, Tuan.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. While waiting for the caller, Tuan.
Okay.
With regards to yeah. Hold on, Tuan. Okay, Tuan. With regards to job posting, how many days do we need to advertise the job before company submits EP renewal? Do we need to wait exactly 30 days before submitting the renewal? You mentioned there is some exemption to job posting. Will the authority share the list of exemption of this? Also, language skills, which skill not available in local market? Will it fall within this scope of exemption? I think, Tuan, the thing is coming back, Tuan.
Yeah, I think I answered the question already now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will suggest to PESO and JTK to have engagement with ICT sector. Yeah. So far, as I mentioned, there will be exemption. Yeah. You can apply for exemption for the post that you think you cannot get a local. So it depends to the committee approve or not. Yeah, we still have to wait for the detailed guideline.
Okay.
For the
Hello. Yeah.
for the detail of guideline from JTK and Professor. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Then the caller is already, the host has already allowed the caller to come in, but no news yet, that one.
Right. Okay.
So, and here's the question. I got my DP pass approval stage 2 weeks ago, but till now I still not yet get approval letter from ESD how to expedite.
Again,
He got approval.
stage 2.
I got my DP fast approval stage, fast approval stage 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But till now I still not yet get approval letter from ESD.
Oh.
How to expedite it?
What happened? Is
Yeah,
when you get the when you pass is approved, automatically you will get your VDR email. You will receive an email. You will receive an email. Yeah. So can you leave to my email? You leave to my email your case, and then I will ask my officer to check and call you. Yeah. You give all your details and everything. I'll make sure my officer will call you. But you have to refer to this webinar. Yeah. You refer to this webinar. We talk about this one. We will check you. We'll check your case. My officer will come back to you.
Okay, Tuan, there is a unanimous attendee. His question, Tuan, EP1, EP2, and EP3, and Tuan rightly mentioned that there will be a restructuring of the salary scale. So if that is so, is it the right time to revise the salary scale in regards to COVID-19 pandemic, whereby the business are struggling and the economy is crawling, right? So, is there any justification for EP3, EP1, EP2, and why EP3 came into existence?
Okay. The Ministry of Home Affairs will come out if when they're done to do the revision. The government, the Ministry of Home Affairs will announce. But I do believe the implementation is not in this period of time. Yeah, the government is aware the industry is struggling, the economy is not really good. Yeah, so I believe this consideration also taken by the government. Yeah, so no worries, but this revision of the expatriate category to protect our local, actually, to protect our local, and to and also the most important also to ensure no tax avoiding among the expatriate. Yeah? So no worries about this. I believe MOHA, Ministry of Home Affairs, they're doing the job, and the implementation is not in this short period. Thank you.
Samimi, ada tak yang the caller? The caller is there?
Puan Anis.
Puan Anis.
Sir.
Puan Anis, please proceed with your question. Puan Anis. Puan Anis. Puan Anis. Puan, while waiting for the caller to resume, Puan, there is a anonymous attendees. We are a NGO providing services on medical support to migrants and asylum seekers. We have volunteer doctors who comes to help us. Some of them holds a dependent pass. Are they allowed to serve at the NGO to provide their services as a medical specialist? Son?
NGO.
They didn't. They said medical support for mentally challenged migrants.
You need a letter. If you are international organization and recognized by the government, it's okay. Or
I see.
If you are NGO, you get the approval by Kementerian Kesihatan, it's okay. But if you are NGO, you just want to encourage the asylum seeker, the refugee come to Malaysia. We do not allow this to happen in our country. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
So,
We do
so
not
meaning
let
Tuan,
more people without any documentation come to Malaysia.
so we are
Unless you get the approval or support from Kementerian Kesihatan, they should be okay. If not, we do not allow this. We do not allow.
assuming Tuan, just okay, assuming Tuan, let's say if they got an approval with Ministry of Health, what's next?
What's next? Okay, we will see if this is about a refugee. We will come to MKN. What the MKN say about this? Yeah. Okay. Again,
So
about this NGO, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Silva, we receive a lot of application by NGO. When we do the visit to the NGO permits, actually this NGO is not only doing the welfare, yeah, doing the welfare job. You're also bringing together with them the ideology, the ideology that it's supposed to be not in Malaysia. Yeah. So we are very careful on this kind of things. Yeah. We have to go deep what actually they're doing. We don't want in the end of the day, immigration, PhD, blame because we allow them to work, to operate in Malaysia. Yeah. So we don't want this happen. We want to protect our people, we want to protect our beloved country. Yeah.
Tuan, I think we have come to the end of our session, Tuan. So before we call it a day, I would like to take this this wonderful moment to say thank you to all the participants, especially Tuan. Amidst your very busy schedule, you are glued on the chair for almost 2 hours. So thank you for your knowledge sharing and whatever little you have shared. I think Mr. Sugu is back. Mr. Sugu, are you
Yeah.
back? Okay, I'm passing over to Mr.
Yes, yes,
Sugu
yes.
to do the closing. Mr. Sugu, over to you, Mr. Sugu. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Silva as a moderator. And also thank you very much to Tuan Johar. We had a very interesting and challenging questions and was answered excellently by Tuan Johar. And also we have given some extent. If any question they can send to the email as mentioned by Tuan Johar. So Tuan Johar have given a special privilege for the participant of this webinar, whereby they can mention this webinar and ask specific question that Tuan Johar can help. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have spent almost 2 hours with a very interesting and challenging question and a lot of sharing being made by Tuan Johar. And I would like to thank all of you on behalf of MPC who have participated and have listened to Tuan Johar on the expected issues and challenges and so on. Okay, so we hope that this 2-hour session have give a fruitful meaning for you all, and you still can communicate with Tuan Johar through a special email that mentioned by Tuan Johar.
I think, Mr. Sugu, if I can say something to all the participants
Yeah,
today.
Tuan Johar, get it.
So again, I love to stress here that ESD, Expatriate Services Division, it's belong to you. It's belong to you means that we want to help you, but you don't expect that everything will understand what you're doing. Yeah, the obligation it's all on you to make us understand what you are doing. If you're doing a business, please come to us at any time. We will try our best to help you. Yeah. Yeah, but if you're doing something that you know what you're doing, you don't come to us. We don't want to help because we love this country. We want to protect this country. We want to make sure only a quality expatriate to work and reside in this country. Yeah, yeah. So this is our job to help you. Our job is not only to stamp a passport, to stick the stickers. Yeah, our job is bigger than that. Our job means money. Our job means economy. Our job means manufacturing, industry, ICT, everything. Everything is there. So anytime you come to us, as long as you're doing a genuine business. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Johar. As rightly put by Tuan Johar, we are here to serve the nation and the people. So, any questions mentioned by Tuan Jaha, we will try to help and facilitate all the people, whatever they are doing here, because the expatriate play a very important role towards nation development. So we want help you all to get a better understanding of the expatriate category and how to apply, how to make it easier for you all to come and work in here. And as mentioned earlier, I would like to thank all of you again, especially Tuan Johar and also Mr. Salwa to moderate the session. And with that, I would like to end the session with thanking note. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.